Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. Thank you for joining me once again. I greatly appreciate you being here. Today, I'm finally doing something that a lot of people have asked me to do. But I'm doing a variation of it. You know, everyone has been asking me to put together a wish list for WWE 2K16, a game that's highly anticipated for wrestling fans, and that includes myself. And I thought about it, and I was like, you know, everybody does that. Everybody does their rundowns of what they, I want Goldberg, and I want a big roster, and I want Inferno match, like whatever. So what I wanted to do is approach this a little bit differently, okay? Instead of just naming things that I would like to see in upcoming games, I thought it'd be cool to instead kind of pass on some ideas and concepts that I think could be developed or improved upon for 2K16. And instead of making one giant, massive 40-minute video about, you know, things that I like to see, I figured I'd split them up so I can kind of elaborate on each one. I'm going to be passing this along to 2K and hopefully get a conversation going about the direction of the game from a community perspective, from a player perspective. And to kick off this little, I mean, I don't really want to call it a series. It's just going to be a handful of videos, but it's a big one. So buckle up. Roster updates, okay? Let's think about this for a second. WWE is all about presentation from top to bottom. If you just put two men or two women in plain trunks in a 20x20 ring and had them fight and that was it, you know, not too many people would be that interested in that. It's everything that's added on top of that that makes WWE so special. The outfits, the theatrics, the sets, the entrance music, the lighting, the pyro, the moves, the action, so many elements go into making a WWE event, right? But the thing is, those elements are ever changing. Sometimes on a weekly basis, you know, people change the colors of their outfits sometimes. Looking at you, John Cena. But people add moves to their movesets. Entrance music changes. The WWE presentation is always growing and always changing. So in order for a WWE game to be truly authentic and really, really make the players feel like they're controlling the WWE that they see on TV, it has to stay up to date to an extent, okay? Now, I understand there are some limitations. Entrances often require, you know, motion capturing and all these different things. So entrance animations could be difficult to update on the fly, but, I mean, come on, t-shirts, music, Titantrons, movesets, etc. Hell, even overall ratings. If you have it set up like NBA, and this is dangerous given their server consistency, to be honest, but having server-side updates will actually allow changes to happen overnight, whereas, you know, patches and larger game updates need to go through a big approval process. Take this, for example. I remember when LeBron James took off his headband earlier this season. Literally the next day on NBA 2K15, the headband was gone. Next day. Like the day after it happened. Meanwhile, in WWE 2K15, John Cena has gone through maybe 16 color changes since 2K15 was released, and not one of them was updated. Now, I've often heard the counter argument of, well, if they keep the game up to date, no one's going to buy 2K17 because 2K16 is current. And that's honestly one of the more lazy excuses I've heard, to be honest. Madden, FIFA, MLB, hell, even, again, NBA 2K15, all of them feature roster updates. All of them feature roster updates. All of them continue to sell great every year. People always want the newest, the latest, and the greatest. You know, I have an iPhone 6. Why do I have the iPhone 6 when it's a lot like the iPhone 5, just slightly improved? Same concept. Just because people want the newest and latest things. Updates will actually increase the game's life cycle. And to an extent, it will keep the game fresh between releases. This time right here, you know, what is it, July 1st right now? This time right now is like a dead zone for most franchises that have yearly releases. 2K15 has been out for 8 months or so. So no more DLC, no more updates. The life cycle is basically complete. Now we're just waiting. We're just waiting for the next game. It doesn't have to be that way in 2K16. Roster updates can keep the game looking as authentic as possible. Fans would appreciate it. I know I'd appreciate it. And it's a great way to just take 2K16 to that next level and add that little feature that could really help take it over the top. So that's that. I got plenty more to talk about, other features and other things that I'll elaborate on in future videos, so stay tuned for those. But the road to 2K16 is underway, and I'm going to be covering a lot of it. Of course, I'm going to be covering 2K16 when it comes out. I know you guys have probably noticed we're expanding our game library here on this channel, and that's going to continue. We're going to do walkthroughs, we're going to do other games and stuff, but WWE isn't likely going away anytime soon. So stay tuned for updates, all that kind of stuff, and I look forward to talking about it with you guys. So that's going to do it. Thank you all for watching. Be sure to leave a like on this video, subscribe now for more, and I'll see you in the next one.